Thanks for taking the next 10 minutes to evaluate this again. And this is George Veronis. It's a big part of UFirst, as you know, as an executive branch manager. I'm also a big part of the MA Capital now. But thanks for getting on this call, because we're just going to spend a couple minutes showing you this income calculator and how we're going to make a phenomenal residual income with a $50 a month product. Now, most of you watching this at one point were part of the great mission crusade with UFirst. You're helping people get out of debt in record time. And as you know, we grew to thousands of agents across the country. We helped thousands reach their goal. However, somewhere around 2 years ago, due to the economy, a few changes with UFirst, our price point of $3,500, et cetera, sales became more difficult to get. Agents weren't able to make a strong income out of it anymore. And a lot of them had to go back and take a job. Probably you're on this call in that position. But as we started studying the marketplace, and I hung in there with you first over the next year and a half. We realized that the debt ratios, were still out there, or they weren't going down. People were in great debt. The product was still in great demand. The only thing really holding us back was this price point of $3,500, and the fact that our version 3 and 4 were manual processes, so people didn't stay on them consistently. But UFirst in the last 18 months spent about, I'd say millions of dollars designing a new version, which they were really, visualizing this at the beginning, to have a fully automated system, scrubs every night, bill pay, download all your accounts from every bank, really a source where you can go to one place and get all your banking systems, see the forecast of the future to get out of debt, and also convert debt to wealth. Well, the tool has finally come out. It's a phenomenal system. We introduced it in April, and now we're bringing it to MA Capital this month. So now we have the product, okay, and the second part is we had to come up with a better price point. So we tested a $49.95 model a month where you can cancel whenever you want, and it was very strong. So we put together a plan with MA Capital where it would be $199. $100 of it would be paid out in commission. The other $100 is going towards setting the person up while they're training, get them to know the product. Also, the first month, the monthly is included. Then after that, it's only $49 a month, cancel whenever you want. So imagine that line we used to say, if you remember, would you trade $50 to save $300 or $400 or $500? In my case, knocking my mortgage in debt from 29 years to 10.9 years of saving me over $300,000, that's $2,600 a month or more. So now we could truly say we could trade $50 and have a coaching system to put a lot of money in our pocket versus the bank and start building wealth. Okay, of course, the problem now is you're taking a sales force that was used to $3,500 and making $1,000 to $1,400 in commission to making $100 in residual. But when you see this calculator, I can tell you, if you've talked to most people, UFirst have made the money, spent it, and we're looking the next month for a direct sale, they would have preferred a residual ongoing business over everything. So what we did is we combined with a very strong company, 19 years old. When I say combine, we didn't really combine. We're just, Market America and MA became our affiliate. We created a division called MA Capital, 19-year-old company doing $500 million a year, and we wanted to use their compensation plan that worked perfect with a monthly model to create long-term residual income. So here's what I can tell you guys. If you're willing to put 5 to 10 hours a week over the next 6 to 18 months, I'm going to show you a plan to make a couple $100 every single month in direct sales, but to build those $75,000 to $100,000 or more residual income by the end of the year. Yes, the end of the year. So let me show you this calculator. You're not going to understand it all because you haven't seen the MA Capital plan yet, but let me just show you the power of what we're going to do. Let's say you come and join with us this month. So it's month 1. And all you're going to do is learn how to sell the $50 model of the UFirst product, which is now MA Capital. Now think back. How many more sales would you have made if you could sell, if you were able to sell for $50, cancel whenever you want, over $3,500 option? Not that the $3,500 isn't worth it. We could still sell at that today. It's just the mindset of people is monthly, no risk. So think, you have to make 2 sales. That's all I'm basing this calculator on. 2 monthly sales at $50, which I'm going to have a turnkey 30 to 45-minute presentation. You can push a button and do this, show your own program, say it with a passion, and you can probably close 50% of the people that you show this to, if not more. So think again how simple that would be. Now, you're not going to understand the vertical system that they use, but the average person does 100 BV in their program. They buy 1 to 3 what they call unfranchised centers. So here's all you have to do in their plan. You have to go find one person on the left and one person on the right of their competition. So you got to find 2 people that would like to create an unfranchised business, which you'll see in the next video, where they can have a variety of products or concentrate totally on MA capital. And if they spend the next 6 to 18 months with us for 2 years, we'll have a long-term residual income for the rest of their life. Now, this isn't getting thousands of people. The theory is that those 1 get 2, and the other person that you brought in gets 2. So everybody just does 1 who gets 2, 2 who gets 2, 2 gets 2, 2 gets 2. So that'd be 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Within a couple months, you'll have 40, 50, 60 people in your group, you know, building and selling 2 $50 sales and recruiting 1 person. Very reasonable. It wasn't like before we get 5 people wide, 6 wide. We got closed on 6 or 7 generations. This is an infinity plan. But all I want you to think about for this call is if you think you can make 2 sales a month, not a week. I think you do it a week, but a month. And you can find 1 person that's looking to make $75,000, 2 people looking to make $75,000, $100,000 residual income in the next 6 months, then you will have great success and potentially make that kind of money. Because here's what happens. Maybe in month 1 you bring in 2, month 2 you bring in 4, they bring in 4, it goes to 8. But eventually, if we go out 6, 7 months, you're going to end up having probably about, let's say, 50, 60 people, just put 56, I don't know why I'm picking a number, on each side, okay? And I'm not going to even say you're growing in. Let's say you're growing by 2 a month after that. And let's go out. This is month 1. Let's go out 6 months. Actually, let's even go out 5 months, okay? So 5 to 6 months, from now until January, if you do that, you'll be making 2 sales with every person you're working with. And here's what's important to see. You yourself make $200, $300, depending on how many you sell per month. But your group volume on the BV side, the back-end residual, you'll make $6,000 every single month by the end of the year if you follow this plan. And then there's a bonus plan. We can pick up another $2,400. So the potential is really $8,400. So you realize it's anywhere from $70,000 to $100,000 a year in residual. What that's saying is, you got to make 2 sales consistently every month. You bring in 1 or 2 people at the beginning, maybe recruit 1 or 2 as you go through. Everybody duplicates that process for 6 months, and we just sell our product. The residual income, because remember, they're ordering that 49 month after month after month, and you're picking up a residual in the MA Capital Compensation Plan, that you could wake up in January potentially and be making $75,000 to $100,000 or $6,084 every month, whether you work or not, starting January. Now, obviously, we're here to look for people who want to do a 2-year plan to 3-year plan. So watch this. After you build 1 center, they call 1 unfranchised center, we're going to teach you how to build a second one and duplicate your income. The goal is 3 centers over the next 18 months, and that'll move you into a $25,000 or $300,000 a year residual income. So take all the people that made all that big money in you first. Every one of them would be back today if they knew they could redo that on a residual basis and have income for a lifetime versus 1 time and done. Do you understand that? So I don't want to complicate this more. You can play with any numbers you want. But look, let's go 12 months down the road. During that period of time, and let's go back to just 1 franchise. During that period of time, you'll make over $100,000. You'll make over $100,000. You'll be building up to $6,000 to $10,000 every single month or more, and you can keep expanding that month after month after month. So again, here's what I want you to do. Get back to the person. Go on my other video that shows a 20-minute video on what MA Capital is all about, how their system's so powerful, and understand if you were from You First, we're taking the best of You First, the technology, the version 5, the Money Merge Live, on their customer service was phenomenal. And then we're going to MA Capital, taking their backbone of 19 years, so we don't have to ever worry about going out of business. We're going to be solid. We're going to keep growing. And we're using their proven formula compensation plan for success. And we're implementing our product into it on a monthly basis. And we're teaching people 2 sales a month, recruit 2 people, build a system of team. Let's affect thousands and thousands of people, be back on the mission. And again, ask yourself this question. If you could have sold this for $50 a month, cancel whatever you want, would you have made more sales? Would you have kept more people? Would you have recruited more people? And if you could do this appointment in less than 1 hour, that is showing the numbers of the person or the client, doing a video, pushing a button so they can see version 5, pushing a button to hear our presentation, and then making a decision to trade $50 to whatever, $3, $4, $5, $6 a month, and you can do that under an hour and get a decision. How powerful would that be? Well, that's our duplicated system we're going to show you, and we have this calculator you can play with to see all kinds of different numbers. And of course, you can even do more than the $25,000 a month. You could build this up to unlimited amounts. We can show you how to build 6 centers, if they call 6 franchise. You get to $63,000 a month. So it'll vary anywhere from $6,000 to $60,000 or $70,000 a month, depending on how hard you want to work. But this is all on a part-time basis. That's important. So get back to the sorry, I lost my voice. Get back to the person who got you on this phone, and they'll three-way into me, and we can talk about this. And we'd love to have some great leaders back that we're working with us before. Thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this quick presentation.